share a story with you today. It's a special story because it's a story from the Bible. It's also special because it's in a special bag. Somebody's taken time to make this bag, to put the words on the bag, to put the things inside and make them. So I know it's really special. Let's open the bag and see what the story might be. Ooh, I wonder what this could be. It could be a giant cookie. That would be yummy. It could be a handkerchief. But I don't think it is. I know what it is. It's earth. It's soil. It's a place. A dusty, dirty place. Oh, I know what this is. It's a scarf. Or a tie, perhaps. A little bit small. No. It's a road. It's a road that goes from one place to another in this dusty, dirty place. I wonder where it goes. It starts in Jerusalem and it goes to Jericho. It's a long way from Jerusalem to Jericho. There's also rocks by the side of this road. Rocks that you could hide behind. Rocks that make the place feel a little bit frightening and a little bit scary. I wonder how our story starts. Well, Jesus was talking to a crowd of people one day, as he often did. And he told the people a very special message: to love one another and to love their neighbour. A man in the crowd was confused by this and he asked Jesus, "But who is my neighbour?" So Jesus told this story. One day there was a man who was walking on the road from Jerusalem to Jericho. He was feeling a little bit frightened, a little bit nervous because the big rocks were all along the road and it was a lonely place. There weren't many people that travelled along the road, and he looked to the side, worried about what there might be behind the rocks. He needed to be worried because quite often there were robbers hiding behind the rocks, and on this day there were robbers. 2 robbers jumped out from behind the rocks and they grabbed hold of the man and they beat the man and they hurt the man and they left him on the road and ran away. The man couldn't get up. The man was injured badly. The sun was coming down on his head and making him feel hot. Couldn't do anything about it. Later that day, an important leader from the temple in Jerusalem was walking along the road. He was minding his own business, walking quite fast, when suddenly he saw the injured man. He looked at the injured man, he looked at the rocks, and he ran on quickly by. He didn't stop to help. The injured man lay in the road with the sun beating down on his head. He couldn't move. He really was in a bad way. Sometime later, another important person from the temple, somebody who tried to follow the law, who went to temple every week to pray to God. Surely he would help. He came along the road. He saw the injured man. He saw the rocks. And he walked on by. He didn't stop. The man, still in the hot sun, still left with nobody helping him. A little time later, another man started his journey from Jerusalem to Jericho. This man wasn't from Jerusalem. This man was a Samaritan. He came from another place. A place where they spoke a different language, where they ate different food, where they dressed differently. He wasn't liked by the people in Jerusalem. And the people of Samaria didn't like the people in Jerusalem. They weren't friends. He wasn't going to help the man. Surely he was going to walk past. He came on by. He looked at the rocks. He looked at the man. He bent down. He helped the man. He gave him water. And he helped him walk on to Jericho, to a place where he could find some help. Not only that, but he paid the innkeeper to look after the injured man, to care for him. And he left him there, saying that he would return to see how the man was doing. I wonder why the first two travellers didn't help the man. I wonder why the Samaritan did help the man. I wonder how you would feel if you came across someone who needed help. I wonder how you would feel if you needed help and nobody helped you. I wonder which of the characters in our story you are most like. And I wonder, who is your neighbour? Who could you help?